It's a topic that I feel that even the time given will not be enough, but I'll try to use the few minutes I have to make some point. And Ghana is 67. Let me quote something that Nkrumah said some 67 years ago. He said, "For this end, Africa needs a new type of citizen, a dedicated, modest, honest, and informed man. A man submerges self in service to nation and mankind. A man who abhors greed and detests vanity. A new type of man whose humility is his strength and whose integrity is his greatness." Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, some 67 years ago. Listening this morning into your discussion, a lot of people made mention of the fact that our main problem is leadership. And I must admit, yes, our problem is leadership. As a people, when we talking of leadership, we are quick to point hands to the politician, forgetting that you, Alpha, sitting behind the console, you are a leader, you control minds every day, you are shaping minds, you are getting people informed, entertained, and educated every morning. Leadership is about influence. So in my home, I may have my 4 kids and the woman. I'm the leader there. I'm influencing people. These 4 people, they go out, they also have their sphere. So if you ask as a country, after 67 years, today, we sit around the table. Let's put all religion, all political party, let's put our differences aside and be truthful and open up to ourselves. One advantage we have as a country, apart from the human resource that we have, is our weather and to it, agriculture. Today, if we cannot feed ourselves, and even have some to export, then there's a problem. Today we are importing even food. We have the weather. In all humility, I've been to Cote d'Ivoire. I know what they do with agriculture there. Every minute, every hour, a flight is carrying food stuff fresh from Cote d'Ivoire to France and other parts of the world. That every hour you can go to a market in France and you get fresh vegetables straight from Cote d'Ivoire. Fruits straight from Cote d'Ivoire. Within hours, you can have it fresh from the farm. But Ghana, yes, we are doing this. We are exporting. We are doing yam and all that. Is that all we can do as a people? We have even the mindset that we should export the best and eat the rotten ones. I'm from a farming community. I'm a farmer myself here. My mom, who is in Feyase now, she just came from the village. She's a farmer. We have farms. I personally, Richard, I have my own farms now. So, if we are unable to invest much in agriculture, then we are not going anywhere. We must be able at this point to feed ourselves and have surplus.
Don't you think it could also be an issue of being economically independent or self-reliant? Because some say, the things we import are produced in certain countries. So maybe Ghana, for some countries, is a market. So your ability to produce the things that they ordinarily bring to you as a market is going to affect or hurt the economy.
Yes.
And that they to some extent have interest in ensuring that some of these things are not produced in the first place.
Yes. It's leadership. It all boils down to leadership. You see, we in our history once had Operation Feed Yourself, which was initiated by a FIFA who came not through the democratic process. But let's go back around that time and see the change and the impact he made. Massive.
So your view is that if you focus on agriculture, it can bring a lot of benefits.
I'm reading from Ghana Trade. You can check Ghana Trade. GhanaTrade.org on your phone. I have here top three agricultural imports into Ghana. Top three. Look at them. The figures are there. Rice.
Yeah, rice.
Rice is number one. The figures and how much we spend every year importing rice into this country is there. The second one is wheat. Yes, wheat for flour and other related issues. The third one is poultry. These are the three top: poultry, wheat, rice. Yes, we used to. Yes, we used to. Yes, we used to. What happened?
Where did we miss the point?
Where did we miss the point? You have raised a very important point in your question that those we go for loans, grants, that we rely on them. How do they make their money? Many of them through agric. So for them, after the cultivation and everything, they need a country to dump them on to make money, to invest back into their sector. So when Ghana goes to Italy, they will give you money. But I'm not saying that's what they do, but generally we know. They will ensure that your agric sector, the things that you import from their country, you are not independent in that sector.
But let me ask you this last one. Nigeria did something quite with regards to rice.
A perfect example. I've been in Nigeria for about 6 years. Today, Nigeria, you can never get imported rice.
More of local rice.
It is local rice, whether you like the taste or not.
How is it that Nigeria is able to ensure?
They have done it by the laws. I know my brother will be quick to say that not too long ago, KT, they went to parliament. You see, there must be. No.
Government.
I know. You see, there must be a plan. When the NPP through the trade introduced this, can you tell me that today we can produce so much rice that instead of maybe importing, let me tell you, the total around the figure says Ghana imports about 2.6 billion. Ghana in 2022, worth not just rice, agricultural produce. $2.6 billion.
Huh?
Yes, America only got about 10% of it. That is $125 million. All the breakdown, we can get it. That is how come Nkrumah said, we need an informed man. You need to do your research, do more reading, and then begin to reflect how much we stand to gain. If today, the rice we consume, about 70% are imported, and we are able to produce some here, to even cut it down, to maybe the import being just 30%. That gap alone is saving us so much money that is on the dollar, so much pressure.
That is employment is created.
You are also creating employment. The chain is massive industry that will ensure that the rice is polished and processed and kept well. All this, you are generating employment. So for me, we stand tall. When we give agriculture alone the chance, it will link to so many things that will relieve us whilst we are taking care of other sectors. But agric, first and foremost, everybody is eating. Everybody will eat. That is how come I endorse, let me land on this, I endorse the 24-hour economy. Agro processing is key.